On a rainy evening in Youngstown, Ohio, Jerome Franklin is putting the finishing touches on his last customers for the night. Franklin embodies the fall and rise of Ohio. 15 years ago, he worked at an auto parts manufacturing plant.
One day they ended up closing the doors and I had to think of something to do.
So he went to school to become a barber, and now he's expanded and moved his business to a prime corner downtown.
You know, I see Youngstown is trying to come back and I want to be part of the growth.
It's the kind of success story Ohio Governor John Kasich touts on the campaign trail, saying he brought the state back from the financial brink.
So not only did we have a balanced budget in Washington, but when I went to Ohio, we were $8 billion in the hole, and now we're $2 billion in the black. Our credit is strong. We're up 400,000 jobs.
Tom Humphreys, the president and CEO of the Regional Chamber of Commerce that includes Youngstown, gives Kasich a lot of credit for the turnaround.
As a result of him being governor, there's different tax structure in. He's cut taxes for business. He's made it a more friendly business state.
But critics say Ohio's economic success is an illusion.
The claim that Ohio is booming is utterly and completely false.
Economist George Zeller says Ohio's growth has lagged the national average for more than 3 years. He blames Kasich's tax cuts and a reduction in funds sent from the state to local governments.
We balanced the budget on the backs of the local jurisdictions in the counties and cities. That's how we did it. And that is slowing down the economy now as all those policemen and firemen, teachers, and so forth get laid off.
An analysis by Cleveland.com found more than 70 Ohio cities are down at least $1 million in tax revenue a year. Youngstown is one of them, and is now holding off on new police hires and purchases of police cars, fire engines, and snowplows. The town is trying to make up the revenue loss by attracting new business. One bright spot had been this French-owned plant that makes pipes for the gas and oil industry. But with that industry in a slump, 150 of the workers have been laid off. And at a market in the poorer part of town, the owner hasn't seen any Ohio miracle.
Really, the business right now is no good. It's coming down because, it's no job, no company open. Everything is closed. Look.
The kind of discouragement felt by some here and fueling their support for Donald Trump.
Both of our parties, our main parties, have disappointed the average working class, middle class. I hardly refer to myself as middle class anymore. I feel like I'm the middle class of the poor.
The uptick in Ohio's economy has not been felt by everyone.
There's no silver bullet out there. There's pain in any change you make. But if we look at the whole, I think we're better off.
Youngstown is certainly not the boarded-up Rust Belt city it once was, and Jerome Franklin, born and raised here, hopes the city will continue to take on a fresh new look. Lisa Stark, Al Jazeera, Youngstown, Ohio.